So, greetings and salutations. So, I was looking at the newspaper as I'm wont to do on a Sunday yesterday, and right here on the front page of the New York Times um, was something that got my attention. I don't usually have to go too far past the first page to start having reactions. And yes, I read it digitally 6 days a week. And on Sundays, I get the actual thing. So there's a story here. The headline is "Culture Wars Reach the Pews and Empty Them," and it's a story about a pastor at his church in Alabama and divisions within his community. And he gave a sermon that you'll forgive me, I'm not Christian, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce things correctly, but the Beatitudes, the 8 blessings for the needy that Jesus gave on the that famous talk, right? So that was what his sermon was about. He was quoting from it. I think he gave 1 or 2 of his own interpretations. And it got political within the community. And the pastor said, and I'm quoting, he said, they more or less said those, meaning those Beatitudes, those blessings for the needy that Jesus talked about. And this is him talking. He says, they more or less said those are nice, but we don't have to live by them. Those are nice, but we don't have to live by them. So my head can explode in 1,000 different directions here, but spiritual workout is all about being able to watch the news without your head exploding. So my head didn't really explode, but it just brings to bear what for me is the whole point of spiritual workout. So Delilah was referencing the 15 concepts we work with. You have them listed there. Unless it's your first time here tonight, you've seen and heard them over and over and over again. In fact, they are the entire spiritual workout practice. There is no spiritual workout practice without these 15 concepts. And I am very clear, and have been from the beginning, that I'm not here to teach these concepts. Be compassionate, beliefs matter, the law of attraction is always on, we are all connected, and 11 other ones, right? So I say all the time that I didn't make any of these things up. I'm sorry. I'm not here to teach these concepts. Why? Because I, Stephen Morrison, have no interest in teaching these concepts. I came to them, they came to me as a result of my personal seeking. Who am I? What am I doing? What's my purpose? Why am I here? And I'm suddenly reading books, and I'm going to workshops, and I'm listening at the time to CDs. And so what? And I decided for myself personally, it sounds like everybody's kind of saying the same things. It seems to be these basic concepts. And I then made it my business to practice them and to live by them. They made sense to me. And when I say I'm not here to teach them, it's because the world doesn't need me to teach anybody about why we should be compassionate, or what listening to inspiration is about, or why intentions matter. If I learned that stuff as and when I did, I wasn't the only one. I am not the only one. I've never shown this list of 15 concepts to anybody who didn't nod their head in agreement, right? So I'm not here to teach, and spiritual workout is not here to teach anybody about these concepts as concepts because there are so many other places for you to go. You're really curious about the idea of being present. Fantastic. Go research it. You will find so many teachers. And I don't think the world needs me to pile on to that. I'm also here, spiritual workout is also here not to convince anybody of anything. We respond to people's issues. That's what Delilah is always saying, right? And I don't really have much to offer until somebody raises their hand and says, here's an issue, a problem, a challenge I'm having. Spiritual workout is about putting on a particular lens, looking at the problem, the challenge, the situation through that lens, and offering, as a result, a different perspective for somebody to have, and then make choices about what they want to do about it, right? So I'm not here to teach the concepts. Spiritual workout is not here to teach these concepts. Spiritual workout is not here to convince anybody that these concepts, I don't even want to say should be followed. That's not our job. It's certainly not my job. What we do here is we look at this list of 15 concepts and we say, yeah, those make sense to me. Yes, I either am neutral or positive about them, and or I want to learn more about them. But learning more about them in spiritual workout, again, isn't going to be an academic exercise. It's going to be a practical, on the ground, in your life exercise. Oh, so you're talking about an issue, a problem, a challenge, or something. And then we say, what if we put our listen to inspiration lens on? What does it look like? What if we put our take responsibility lens on? Or what does it look like through the lens of any or all of these concepts? So when I saw that thing in the paper where people have ostensibly teachings that their practice is based on, that their beliefs ostensibly are based on, and then kind of pick and choose about which ones to follow and when, that is not what we do here in spiritual workout world. What we do here is our very best to show anybody what they're dealing with might look like through the lens of any of these concepts that they already say they believe in. And as many of you know, because you've been here for a while, the focus on practicing is because of the knowing that by practicing living life by these concepts, none of which I made up, by the way, things get better, things change, our lives get happier, we feel better, we have better relationships, we have more fun, life is more interesting, they work. That's it. It becomes a practice, it becomes a path, and it's not even remotely unique because it's just made up of a collection of ancient universal concepts. All we're doing here in spiritual workout world is saying these will actually work. Practicing these, living by these, looking at your situation through the lens of these concepts will get you from problem to solution, from wherever you are to an entirely different place if that's what you want. It's about transformation. We don't question the efficacy. And that's because of the adherence and the commitment. We don't decide, well, I know being compassionate could really help me here. I know it. You don't have to tell me, but yeah, this is not a time for me to be compassionate. Okay, fine. We have no judgment. But that's where that conversation would come to a close in spiritual workout world. We've already offered the guidance, the perspective, the point of view. And of course, everybody can do with it what they will. This is not a place where we come to philosophically debate or discuss the law of attraction. Does it really work? And what about this? And what? And then come in with all kinds of hypotheticals. No way. That is not what we're doing here. We're just saying there are these 15 concepts, 15 principles, 15 ideas. They've been around forever. They're in every spiritual discipline, every religion, most, if not all, philosophical disciplines. They're familiar to everybody. And this is the place where we take them at face value. We align with them fully. And that is what changes our lives. It's a trap to get into this place of, well, yeah, I'm not feeling it so much today. I felt it last week, and maybe in a couple months I will again. But so the picking and choosing, the picking and choosing, the picking and choosing. It's fine. That article that I referred to was just an example of what we see everywhere. And I have no judgment about people who are doing that. I'm just saying, hopefully, clearly, that's not what we're doing here. So I am very eager to be quiet and listen to what you have going on, and let's have our drop-in.